Audio Jungle.
Just want to appreciate viewers for taking time to watch us on this platform. Very good morning to you all. Still by Standards at Newsstands on Flip TV with Michael Adekunle. Let's quickly move down to what we have today on the front page of Daily Sun newspaper. Daily Sun newspaper with different stories. The major headline: hate speech, nobody can muzzle Nigerians, says IBB. Hate speech, nobody can muzzle Nigerians, says Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida, the ex-military president of Nigeria. Alright, says death penalty crude, out of tune with modernity. Bill slide to dictatorship, says Afe Babalola. Bill slide to dictatorship, says Afe Babalola. Insecurity. South-South governors team up on community policing. South-South governors team up on community policing. We have a story here, and what's the story saying? Commotion at ECOWAS Parliament over border closure. Commotion at ECOWAS Parliament over border closure. Moving down to another story here, Odua, Igbo, Miyetti, Allah, others unite on conflict prevention. Odua, Igbo, Miyetti, Allah, others unite on conflict prevention. We have not dropped corruption charges against Diziani, ex-bank chief, others, says EFCC. We haven't dropped corruption charges against Diziani, ex-bank chief, others, says EFCC. To arraign ex-Lagos Speaker Iku Foriji, December 11 for money laundering. On to the next one. We will resist Ruga anywhere in Igbo land, says IPOB. We will resist Ruga in anywhere in Igbo land, says IPOB. Alright, alleged $1 million scam. Prisons suspends 9. Alleged $1 million scam. Prisons suspends 9. Let's quickly check out the picture we have here. Governor Emeka Yedia of Imo State presenting 2020 budget titled Rebuild Imo Budgets 1 to the Clerk of the House of Assembly Chinwe Emegara in Owerri yesterday. These are the stories we have on the front page of Daily Sun newspaper. Let's join our reviewers for more talks. I'll be right back.
All I need to say is that when Fashola was campaigning for Buhari, at this Gowan estate, he was saying all sorts of things about Jonathan. He might be watching now. He will remember the day he was there. My friend came from London. He said, is it not Jonathan that is? I said, yes. He said, why is this man talking like this? So they should go and search their conscience, and they should mind themselves of signing the law that will start killing everybody. When you do amebo, you'll be killed. When you do look, we are hungry. Let them face the issue of hunger. Instead of, anyway, I don't want to talk much. Instead of doing something that is not useful for Nigeria, they should do the needful. What is useful for Nigeria that will help ordinary man on the road. They should forget about all this hate speech. What is hate speech? What is hate speech? If somebody speak against me, I will go to court. I will seek redress. So if anybody speak against either the minister or anybody or the senator, let him go to court. It's not new. Is it new? Go to court. If you are sure that somebody has to say something that is not good for you, go to court and seek redress. Why? What is the meaning of it?
Don't you think they are trying to violate the rights of the citizens?
Of every, yes. And even they themselves do not do them good in the future. You understand me?
Because they would like,
of course, definitely one day they will go into they will fall foul of it. So how can you say somebody should not still talk? If I talk against you, you know that I have offended you. You go to court.
and of course you are not running the military government.
Well, of course, yes, we are not running the military government.
Even in the military every government, we still had rights. Yeah, we still express our feelings.
When Ganiva was talking on behalf of Buhari for the, I mean, with is it Babangida? Yeah, Babangida did not kill him. Babangida didn't kill him. He said all sorts of things at that time. Did they kill him? After all, he was defending Buhari himself that time. So what is it? Let's forget it. Let's do the needful. Nigerians are hungry. You know, let them solve the problem of hunger first.
They want to silence us now. I mean, my people, they make one proverb, say, you can't be small pikin like this. He say, make you not cry. Now, the thing what they want to do now. I mean, I'm telling you my real mind, yo. Yes. When you know if it drop pikin now, maybe do bad thing, you beat them like this, say, never you cry, yo. Now, then they do us. I mean, every morning I go come here, they hear story. They just want, they are intimidating us. I mean, now all of them now, they know they're contented for what they have. But some people there now, as we they say, this morning now, they don't get hope for morning food. I mean, now my mind that they tell you so, I speak Yoruba, I speak Hausa, I speak Igbo, I be data Igbo. Yes. Now they tell them here.
Still speaking English.
Yeah,
Four languages.
now they tell them here, see, now they say they close border. You can't close border for Castina. You can't close border for Meduguri where I don't stay. How can you close border for that kind of area? Where we say everywhere na road. Abi, Abi, you can't close border there now. And all this one where they say smuggling this and that, they can never stop for naught. And if you there for naught now, you get something where you go small, police no fit arrest you. Abi, now we then they use us like say they use our people. That our people don't know that they are using us. Abi, one man they talk yesterday say, if they won't make Nigeria good, make everything there, make everybody go stay for their own states. Anything where you get manage them there, they don't agree because they know say that through we then they chop, then they work. Abi, you go tell me say you go close border for Sokoto. With me I know. From Sokoto, Brini Kevi, you don't enter Niger. All this area, me I know I'm Oga.
You mean borders are not shut down there?
For then go tell you say they're shut down now. But the people are moving freely there.
Going and coming.
What are you talking? How many places you go fit close? I tell you say for Meduguri now, if not be back around. Everywhere, as your eye reach, now you see. You go if you work out for some by this time, go where you go reach. No matter how shoe where you wear, you go hot.
When was the last time you got there?
For long ago. After the war, I don't go there again.
Which means you don't know what's happening there presently.
I don't know. But I'm telling you nothing but the reality.
But the borders
You know if it's
shut
closed down.
Yeah, they've shut all borders.
Yeah.
So I don't know where you got your information from that.
No, me, I know. The way me, I see that road as it be, even 20 years to come, how can you block all? I'm telling you my own experience as an old man. Abi, as Semede now, man was carrying good. For Ogun State, there's linkage where somebody can cross there, you know if we get him. Am I telling a lie? And you get how you go say you close border. Border where you go close, you say, when you block, Abi, immigration day there, everybody day there. You know if it cross there now. But you get it for inner secret things or small canal. Can you go there and block it? Abi, you get a microscope where you're going to take the shadow for bush, say people can pass from here.
The hate speech issue is not that it was brought up purposefully, whether we like it or not. I said it some times ago to some people who care to know that the second coming of Buhari will give liberty to the herdsmen. And I tell you, the move to make the hate speech a law is a law to empower the herdsmen. Because when you talk about his hate speech, what you listen to now is everybody telling you about the herdsmen. And the herders are doing more great havoc to the nation. than the benefits that is presumed that they give to the nation.
They are doing more harm than good.
Yeah, they are doing more harm than good to the nation. So this is just as a way of empowering them, so that you dare not speak against them anymore. You dare not attack them, but rather they are being strengthened by the arm of the law. Then, and like I still say, can the government define hate speech? Let me follow the line of IBB. Can the government actually define hate speech? If they can define hate speech, that is when they can make it a law. Because every second, every minute, at the blink of everything, there's hate speech committed everywhere. Do the government have enough prison yard to imprison the committers? Or is the government ready to have more undertakers to lift the corpse of Nigerians that will be killed as a result of his speech? And then, do the judiciary have the political, the constitutional power to prosecute the president? Do the judiciary has the political will or the constitutional will to prosecute the executive, the legislators when they commit this act? Or is it that when it gets to the turn of the executives, the judiciary will now become weak, as we have been seeing, and when it gets to the common man like myself, the judiciary will now be strong, and they will now take the landslide judgment to convince me for a crime they presume I committed. That is it is when all these things have been checkmate. That is when we can say, okay, let it go ahead. Because as they say, leadership leads by example. When you show example, others will follow suit. Like I still said to you in one of the interviews granted to me, I said, who has committed the highest number of hate speech? The president himself. Because before he came into power, he had used so many of it. Even in power, he has used it. When he said, I know those who voted me in, and I know those who do not vote me in. What is he saying? It's hate speech. He's discriminating. When he says, I am for all, I am for none, it's hate speech. That's why I said they really need to define what hate speech is before you make a law.
No, don't you have freedom of expression in the country? Because looking at the 1999 Constitution, there is a constitution that is guiding us on that. There's a section guiding us on freedom of expression.
Now, that freedom of expression is what they still want to curtail by bringing up the hate speech and then bringing out the social media laws, so that you and I can no longer talk. Now, these were the things that brought them into power. These were things that empower them, but they don't want those things to empower other people. They don't want those avenues to disarm them. You see, a man who do not know where the rain start beating him will not know where it stop beating him. That's the truth. Nigerians are not still ready to be liberated. We are not ready to liberate ourselves. We still love to remain under the shackles of criminals, under the shackles of deceit, under the shackles of betrayers and assassins. Because these so-called politicians, in quotes, they are assassins. They assassinate Nigerians every day. Every day. They assassinate Nigerians with their laws. They assassinate Nigerians with their policies. They assassinate Nigerians with their soldiers, with their police, and with their security apparatus. They assassinate Nigerians through the poll. And Nigerians are not ready to take the bull by the horn. That is the truth. And they will continue to do it until we are ready to liberate ourselves.
whether they like it or not, people will need to talk. People must talk concerning the issue that is going on, because we are the one that voted them in. You know, be it executive or legislative arm, so forget about it. If they don't want the masses to work against them, because we put them there, and then they're supposed to do something that will make us proud of them. So what I would just say concerning that speech is that they should leave that particular bill now, because we have other bills that have catered for that bill that they are mentioning of. Because in the, maybe year of Good Luck Jonathan or so, they signed some other bill like that. Yeah, the one that Muzzle Saraki mentioned of, they should go back to those ones and be using them and implement them. So about it's like the way I had it, all these legislatives, all these senators, they just want to do something that will safeguard themselves. And for how long are they going to stay there? I mean, maybe in the next coming election, majority of them will not be there again. And if they have anything, something like skeleton in their cupboard, let's forget about it. This is Nigeria, we are in democracy. So whatever the masses decided, that's the final. So,
on ECOWAS, what do you have to say?
On ECOWAS and shut of the border, well, I'll give kudos to our government concerning that, because I've been to the northern border part of the country, likewise the southern part of the country. I found out that our border was too porous, to be sincere with you, especially in the north. And the government needs to do something concerning that of the north. If they are going to make a barrier, a concrete barrier, maybe fence or whatever, or wire that will safeguard, we don't want any foreign things from other neighboring countries to come through Nigeria, except the one federal government approved.
It seems
because they are affecting, yes, they are dangerous, and they are even spoiling our economies, even causing cancers and some other things to our people. But what I would just say is that maybe if they decide to open, they should close it for now. It's good for our economy. And then the rice and whatever, they should make something surplus for the Nigerians and beat the price down for them. Yes, it's easy to access. No adequate provision for now, but I believe with time, it will become surplus. Like I told you the other time, it will become surplus. Thank you.
And this is where we say goodbye to you on today's edition of Bystanders at News 10 on Flip TV. Endeavor to join us next time as we bring another interesting topic from the newsstands. Michael Adekunle, of course, still my name. Always behind the camera, of course, you know who he is. Lateef Adeboale, and in the studio, Ojo Michael, the man with the dread, editing the jobs. Bye, viewers.